Hello, everybody. We're glad you decided to join us today on From the Hip. I'm Anthony Rodriguez, your host. Welcome to the AFC East Roundup Review, where we dive deep into all things football in one of the NFL's most competitive divisions. From the storied history of the New England Patriots to the rise of the Buffalo Bills, the Miami Dolphins' quest for resurgence, and the New York Jets' journey back to glory. Join us as we explore the triumphs, challenges, and pivotal moments that shaped the AFC East this season. Whether you're a diehard fan or you're new to the game, get ready for some insightful analysis, some passionate debates, and everything you'll need to know about the teams that make this division a gridiron battleground. Welcome to the AFC East review.
Check him out.
Yeah, I like that, right? But before we can talk about football, I have to first bring in my crew, the From the Hip crew. You can find him streaming on Twitch as Boogie_CTV. Welcome, Justin Rodriguez.
Want to know, appreciate it.
From the Dark Realm. And here to make sure we don't make all of this shit up. Please show some love for Tyler B.
What up? Make sure to keep all these motherfuckers straight.
There we go.
You can hear him weekly on Station Head Radio on One Mo Show. Please welcome Hollywood Mo.
What's happening?
And of course, being freaky for no reason whatsoever.
Good reason for the ladies.
You can usually find him hiding out in somebody's DMs. Please welcome Kory Thompson.
Hello.
He likes his men big and strong.
Damn, this boy is drunk.
Hey,
I'm sober.
White boy wasted.
hey guys, I'm glad you're here. Hey, for everybody out there, if you're ready to dive deeper with the NFL season, don't miss out on exclusive analysis, highlights, and in-depth discussions on the YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button. Join the community. And whether you live and die with one of these AFC East teams or not, we want to be your destination for all things NFL. Stay ahead of the game and subscribe today to never miss a moment of football excitement. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me. I hope you have all had a great holiday. I'm glad to see you all kept all of your fingers. I'm really talking to you, Tyler. You got them all? You got all 10?
All. Yep,
Good.
No feet in the video. You got to pay for that. But yeah, it's all good. It costs extra. I'll be the Patreon will eventually start up. We'll talk about that later, gentlemen.
Yeah, that's a little further
down
on.
The line. Yeah.
So we're here to speak on what might be one of the things that has the most questions surrounding this little segment of the NFL. And that's why we're here to talk about it. So let's start first with the team that actually had the worst record there, and that would be the Patriots. The New England Patriots did, and they're in like a full rebuild. So, hey, Kory, let me get with you first.
Why you give me this team?
Because I wanted somebody who can look into what this team is going to be for the future. Everybody knows this team is in full rebuild, but I wanted to know what
trash
really
can't get better. Trash just decomposes and gets worse. Oscar the Grouch wouldn't even allow them in his trash can. But I digress.
I mean, there is none on my fantasy team. So
we have the former, I guess, the supremacy, the former team that was the team of the NFL, the New England Patriots, who last year had an abysmal record of 4-13. They were fourth in the AFC East. There really isn't much to talk about, but as far as departures, you had Mac Wilson, Devontae Parker, Trent Brown, Mac Jones, who ended up going to the Jags just take over. But the biggest hit and the biggest, I guess, part of news was the Sith Lord, Bill Belichick.
Denied.
No. Comb your beard. This is my segment.
Get off my dick. Man.
And I'm the freaky one. And we know who over here on that Diddy time, boy.
Man, give it 10 minutes. You'll be freaky as hell. All right, go on. What are we doing here, man? I'm fact
The
checking
biggest
you by
departure
keeping
of
you in
all-
line. What are we doing?
The biggest departure of all was the Sith Lord by Bill Belichick himself. He's meant so much to the franchise over the last 2 decades almost, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So to see him go, it showed a change in the Patriot way. Additions: Antonio Gibson, Jacoby Brissett, and Austin Hooper. I don't really think they're going to really much make a change. Their run game was boo-boo, and now you're just putting Jacoby Brissett back there. They re-signed Kyle Duggar and Hunter Henry. I think Hunter Henry needs to get away from that organization. He was pretty good with the Chargers and hasn't done much for the Patriots. The bright spot was their draft picks. They went out and got Drake May at the 3rd pick in the 1st round. Then they went in the 2nd round. They got a wide receiver, Jalen Polk. For you Polk County boys, ain't no damn good anyway. And in the 3rd pick, they would have got an offensive tackle, Caden Wallace, to help protect Drake May. Your kid.
Damn.
You were trash. All right. For me, this boils down to something. The Sith Lord proved 2 things. 1, he can't win without Tom Brady. And 2, nobody wants him because of his ego. If you're the greatest coach in the game and nobody wants to pick you up when you're a free agent, there's got to be something wrong. So since Brady's departure, this team has been very lackluster. I don't really expect much from them this season. They're under a new head coach in Gerard Mayo. I would have liked to have seen it be Mike Vrabel since he got freed up from the Tennessee Titans. I think he would have been a better fit for this team, knowing the Patriot way, but so does Gerard Mayo. So we'll see what he could do. I think Drake May has an opportunity right now to prove to us that he could be probably another CJ Stroud with such a young core. It'll be a tough task for him to accomplish. I don't think he's going to do it, but hey, I've been wrong before. I could be wrong again. But for this team to have success, every player has to be passionate about the sport. They have to put in 100% effort day in and day out, and they have to play like there's no tomorrow each and every game. They have to stay hungry. They have to prove a point that they are there to win. They are there to contend, and that's the only way that this team will be successful going into next season of the NFL. And that's it. You gave me trash, I give you trash.
Damn.
Can't do anything about it.
You could have recycled that shit.
Not even a possum wants to eat this trash.
Wow. I mean, I can't say that you're wrong about this team. This team does suck. But I got a question for you. Who's May going to throw the ball to this year?
Well, I mean, they went and signed that. Like I said, they went and drafted a rookie, and they still have Hunter Henry back there, the tight end who's been proven. But other than that, I think they went and didn't they get a Juju Smith-Schuster last season?
Yeah, I'm about to say, ain't he got 1 more year on contract?
I think so.
I tell you what, I got a bigger question for you. Who's going to start at the quarterback spot right now? I mean, right from the start. I mean, I know eventually, for sure, it'll be May in the future, unless something happens to him. I'm talking about right away, right from the beginning. Is he going to start right away?
Yeah.
Or is he riding the pine?
Nah, he's starting. You went out and you spent a top pick on him. He was number 3 in the draft. You know, he was coveted. Everybody went off. Those quarterbacks went off the board just like that. So I believe he's going to start. Jacoby Brissett is just there just in case. A filler. I mean, look what they did to Mac Jones last season. They sat him. They let him throw only 3 plays, 1 game. I mean, it was an up and down season for that kid. So I think they're expecting Drake May to step right in and take over.
I got you. Anybody have any questions for Kory about this team?
I mean, I think I'm about to say I think he's accurate because I mean, just looking up the whole Patriots history, they were only good with Brady and Belichick. When you look at their history, it's trash, dynasty, trash.
Well, over the past 200 games, I just saw something that was posted on NFL with their Instagram page today. In fact, they were saying about the teams that over the past 200 games, the ones with the most losses, and the team with the least amount of losses over the past 200 games is the Patriots. But that was because of the Brady era. That's not because of the past couple seasons.
That's like years of games, bro.
Yeah, that's not because of the past couple seasons. That's the whole Brady era. You know, so they're number one in that right now. I was actually looking for the Ravens so I can bother Kory with it, but the Ravens I think are number 4, so I had to shut up. I had to, like, let me mind my business. Let me sit back in the cut here. Let me sit back in the cut. You know, but
when your episode coming, dog.
Oh yeah, he's coming in a couple of weeks. We'll get him. We'll get him in a couple of weeks. You know, but I tell you what. Let's just move on to the next team. The next team up would be the Jets, and oh yeah, I'm covering that. All right. So here's the thing about the Jets, guys. I'm extremely excited about this season, and I'm excited because I think about what happened last season. We lost Aaron Rodgers on one of the very first plays of the game.
4 minutes.
And this team still finished 7-10. Okay, Zach Wilson is not Aaron Rodgers, but they still
no.
Okay, but they still finished 7-10 without Rodgers, and it was fairly respectable when you consider that this team was relying on Rodgers. So, what did we do? As soon as the offseason started, they addressed a few needs and set the tone of this, what has to be for them, a win now situation. I'm not saying that they will win now. I'm saying that in their eyes, it's a win now situation. They immediately made a trade and got Mike Williams, who's an elite wide receiver when healthy. He's the type of wide receiver who can stretch the defense out and allow the run game to take over, especially when you think about him as a number 2, because Garrett Wilson is still there and has proven himself already in this league. And that was with Zach Wilson. What's he going to do now that he has Aaron Rodgers, an MVP thrown to him? He can only get better. So now that puts you with 2 wide receivers. So, and here's the thing. In the 3rd round of the draft, they picked up Malachi Corley from Western Kentucky, who's a Deebo Samuel style wide receiver and a freakish athlete. That's someone that we're going to need to watch out for, because he might be one of the steals of the draft. From what I've been reading about him, the guy's a monster athlete. He's going to be hard to tackle, and he's coming in as a wide receiver 3. So your wide receiver core, solid. Running back core. Well, let's talk about, you know what? Before we get to the running back, let's talk about the biggest problem on the Jets last season, the offensive line. That was addressed. They picked up Tyron Smith, an all-pro from Dallas. He's there. I know he's older, but he's there for a 1-year deal. Okay? And he still has a lot left in that tank. Along with the fact that they know that he is on his way out. They know that he has injury problems. So how do we fix that? Well, here's how we do that. You also pick up Morgan Moses from Washington. He'll play the other tackle. But that'll allow Vera Tucker to move back to guard, which is a more natural spot for him anyway. John Simpson is going to join this team. He'll play the other guard. Coming from Baltimore, guys. Okay? You got Joe Tippmann, who's going into his 3rd season. Already had 2 great seasons. He's only going to get better. So now your line is are you done? No. Because with your 1st round draft pick, you went ahead and you draft the monster from Penn State. This guy, Olu Fashunu. I think I said his right name. 6'6", 312 pounds. Natural and young. Just huge. Huge for no damn reason. he's going to get a chance to learn behind Tyron Smith. And when Tyron needs to come out, when Tyron comes out, he'll step right into that line. Okay, the offensive line has been addressed. But with the improved line comes a better rushing numbers. That's what we need to see because Breece Hall, he's going into his third season. Now I'm looking for big things from Breece Hall. He had moments last year that he looked awesome. But he also had moments last year where he looked like he wasn't even there. Again, Zach Wilson's back there, nothing else around that team. When everybody knows you're going to run the ball, it's tough to run the ball. But with their 4th round draft pick, they paired him with this young, powerful running back from Wisconsin, Braylon Allen. Okay, 6'2", 245 pounds, great downhill runner.
6'1", 235. Let's not get crazy.
Oh, he's gained weight, brother. He's gained weight. 245. Okay. Fantastic.
Did he gain an inch as well? What are we talking about? Come on.
Yes, he gained an inch. He saw you.
Well, surprise. All right.
Okay. But it'll make a good 1-2 punch. Okay. And they picked up in the 5th round another guy named Isaiah Davis from South Dakota State. Okay. Who I don't think he'll get a lot of run. but he's there in case somebody gets hurt. Now, if they didn't deal with anything else but that offense, I think this team would have been in a good place. But then they wouldn't be the Jets because the Jets are known for defense. And they made a couple moves on defense. In fact, one that I think is going to make a big deal, and that's the Hassan Reddick move. They're bringing him over from the Eagles. He's had 4 straight years of double-digit sacks. This will be the 5th one. They also bring over another guy from San Francisco, that Javon Kinlaw. He's not all that, but I think he's going to show well with all the talent that he has around him. Because that defensive line is going to be stacked with Johnson and with what might now be the best defensive tackle now that Aaron, your boy Donald, has retired. You got Quinnen Williams there. He might be one of the best guys in the league. This defensive line is going to be nasty. Nasty. The linebacker core is still going to be headed up with C.J. Mosley and Quincy Williams. They should be solid. The secondary is where I'm a little skeptical about because I'm not worried about Sauce Gardner. Not worried about him. I'm not worried about DJ Reed. They're great. They are great. Great corners, and they have Michael Carter there as well. He can come in off that nickel package. I'm worried about their safeties. I am definitely worried about their safeties because when they need help over the top, I don't think they're going to be able to do it. So that means that Sauce Gardner is going to have to be even better. That means that DJ Reed's going to have to be even better than they were last year because they're going to have to lock everybody down in order for this team to really have a solid secondary. To me, one of the biggest on paper, this team should win a lot of games. They should go into the playoffs and they should go deep. Problem with this team, because that's all the good shit. Now I'm going to tell you about the bad stuff. The biggest problem I have with this team is that at almost every position, they have a star. But this team is not very deep. If any of these players get hurt, and a lot of these players will, the NFL season is brutal. It's long. We constantly see injuries. When these players get hurt, you're going to see that there's nobody there to step in. They're not a very deep team. When like Breece Hall, when he does get hurt, I don't think they're going to have an answer for that. When Rodgers gets hurt, they don't have an answer for it. This team is old. They have 6 players that are more than 30 years old, including Rodgers and Tyron. All it's going to take is for somebody to get hurt, and this team is gone. So to me, although I think they will win this division because of the Patriots being weak and the Bills, I don't think are going to be as good as they were last year. I think by the first or second round, they're out of there because they just won't have enough firepower to stay in there. That's my take on the Jets this year. And by the way, I'm still going to be rooting for them, even though I think they're going to lose in the first or second round. So I think I was fair with the Jets, but bring it. Come on. I'm willing to hear it.
Fair
Talk to
but winded.
Yeah, he's
Long-winded.
hanging out with Fred, the Mike
so-
Williams. Yeah.
So I got it. So you're saying Smith is an old man, right? That's what you were just saying
Yes.
earlier, if I remember correctly.
Tyron Smith is kind
You
of
said it
old.
about 25 minutes ago, so I just want to make sure I remembered it correctly. So Tyron Smith is an old man, but you're saying this Morgan Moses is someone that's going to help back him up, and you know that he's the same exact age.
I know
right?
he's the same age, but he's also
So
had
one
a lot
man's-
less injuries.
Fair enough.
A lot less miles in the tank.
And I mean, my other thing is, how much are we going to rely on these quarterbacks? I mean, you got Rodgers that you're
There we
praising
go.
here. Let me put it this way: Packers fan, all
Mhm.
right, you all know it. The viewers know it. The subscribers know it. The people who aren't subscribed know it.
Know it.
All right,
I'm gonna die a Packers fan.
got you. Now I'm going to answer that question with a
Rodgers
question.
was my man. Rodgers
Okay.
was the man. He comes
No,
over
you said it
there.
right. You're man.
Someone confirmed it. Thank you. Rodgers was the man. Then he goes to the Jets. He gets hurt in the first 4 to 5 minutes. We're
Mhm.
talking out completely. And it was a horrible injury. He's 40. He's a 40-year-old quarterback.
Yep.
And you're right. They do 100% rely on Rodgers being the man for this. But there are two other backups. Taylor is 34 years old. He's getting up there in age himself.
No, that's why. No, but he
And-
won't be in the game. If he comes in the game, this season's over.
Yeah, then it'll be.
If you see Taylor, the
it'll be
season's
Peasley.
over anyway.
It'll be Peasley. And
Anyway,
No,
you
it won't be
talking
him.
about
It'll be
Tyrod
Taylor. But if you see Taylor, the season's over.
that's my point. You rely on Rodgers so much, but he's too old. I mean, so many games he's just popping pills back on the Packers just to keep playing.
All right, I'm going to
The
answer
Jets
your
aren't going to
question.
give him that money. But go ahead,
I'm
ask
going to
your
answer
question.
you. I'm going to answer you with a question. Every single team here, everybody who's on this podcast right now, whether it's going to be Kory with the MVP, whether it's going to be Trevor who just got that money, whether it's going to be Josh Allen, or whether it's going to be Love, take those quarterbacks down off of those teams. Where do those teams go? And where do we expect that team to do? Nothing.
I got nothing.
Exactly. Not one of us would expect our team to win without our starting quarterback. I'm telling you, it's going to be the same thing with the Jets. Without Rodgers, they're not going to win.
That's fair. I can't argue that. But like you said, they're an old team. And yeah, they did improvements, but especially
Yeah,
picking
this is
up
a
older
win now
players.
situation because Rodgers, if you have him for one more year, I'd be shocked if he was here next year. To be honest with you, especially if they actually win something. Go ahead, Mo.
You mentioned Mike Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Can you name the last season he stayed healthy the whole season?
I don't know. That's why that's why I said when healthy, he's good.
But when you said that as if he's ever been healthy.
Well,
he's
he was
always
healthy
got
a
some
couple.
nagging injury.
And nagging is different from just being out. He's
No.
usually out.
He's
Yeah.
been out, but he's played like 16 games. I want to say 2-3 seasons ago. He played 6. Yeah. He played 16 games in 2021. He started 14 of them, but he was dealing with like a
Yeah.
foot injury or something the whole time. So he hasn't been healthy. He's 29. He's only getting older. So if you've been dealing with injuries for so long, you're going to continue to deal with injuries.
And he's coming back from one, correct?
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
an ACL or something,
Yes.
right?
He is coming back from another
He is
injury.
coming back.
A knee ACL tear grade 3.
Yeah. So you're 29 years old. You've been experiencing injuries. Is he a dynamic receiver? Yeah, he is. But how long is he going to hold up? And you made it sound like
Playing
Justin
in
Herbert's not a
MetLife.
good quarterback. He's had a good quarterback back there. Now he's just going to have Aaron Rodgers. So different, a little bit of a difference, but still the same. Go ahead, Mo.
Playing in MetLife, this man is
Mhm.
going to go out
Injured
there
every year. Holy
with
crap!
a ACL recovery,
And it's one of the worst stadiums. Yeah.
probably the worst stadium.
Mhm.
No, I think it's the Redskin one. The Redskin Stadium.
Yeah,
I mean,
the Redskins.
the
The
Commanders.
Redskins
Like that one has like
Okay,
a history from like Joe
Oh,
Theismann
but-
on.
Okay, but you taking somebody who's already injury prone,
Mhm.
putting him in MetLife most of the season, and he's one of those people that do anything to catch the ball. That's what I will give him. He'll go up, contort it. He come down with it. After he come down, do you get him the next play though?
And maybe not. Maybe not. But as long
So-
as he's healthy, when he is healthy, can you honestly tell me that he's a bad wide receiver?
No. I can't.
I know,
tell
that's
you
my
that.
point. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, I can't- I
I'm
can't
not
tell
saying
you
you're
that.
wrong about his you're not wrong about having the health concerns. Correct. You're 100% correct. I think that comes with as a caveat when they got him.
All right, so I also want to ask you why you want to depend on Sauce and DJ Reed so much. You named 3 corners. You mean
Yeah.
to tell me because of the 2 safeties, that's the only reason that defense get did like that?
No, I'm saying that there's a lot on their shoulders because their safeties aren't as good as what they should be.
Don't they have,
That's
like,
all
little-
I'm saying. I'm saying that if we're partners and we're doing something, I got to carry you because you're not holding up your end of it. That doesn't mean we can't still be successful. That just means I need to do a little bit more. And that means we're going to have to rely a lot on Sauce. We're going to have to rely a lot on Reed. They're going to have to shut people down.
Or they're gonna have to play a lot of man.
Yeah,
Quick.
a lot of man.
Quick little thing. So Williams has been injured every single season. He hasn't had one healthy season. He was injured he was 2015 to 2016, 2017 to 2018,
Mhm.
2019. He's had 3 injuries in 2020. In 2022 he had 2 injuries, and then he tore his ACL in 2023.
Mhm.
He's been hurt every season and he's played.
But that's why they went and drafted the rookie wide receiver.
Yeah.
It's not even- they don't
I'm
even
not
need-
arguing that. I'm just saying the fact that
Mhm.
there's this guy when you say injury prone and you say, when's the last time he's been healthy? Never. In the NFL, never. He's never been healthy.
No.
He's been
I get that, right? And I'm not trying to come to his defense
Yeah.
or nothing, but the Jets receiver depth chart is deep. Like, it's not just you naming big players.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they 1,
Oh,
2, and
yeah.
3 players.
You got Wilson, you got Mike Williams, Alan Lazard, you got Brownie, you got Gibson, you got people over there. There's people that could fill those spots. Yeah, they're not.
How
big
old is
names.
Lazard
there?
now?
Lazard
Huh?
still there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he's
Lazard's still
old.
there,
How
bro.
old is Lazard now?
He should be
Lazard,
there.
He
hold
signed
on.
4
let me-
years, bro. He locked in, dog. He locked in, bro.
Lazard's 28.
Yeah, Lazard's still there, bro.
He
He's
looked like
got-
he 50.
Lazard's 6'7".
He's on the Jets. What do you expect?
Yeah, he's 6'7". He's 6'7". But no, that's that.
I might be over exaggerating. Fact
six-
checker. Yeah,
6'5".
He's 6'5".
All right.
He's 6'5".
Are we all just adding inches to these guys? What are we
I
doing
knew
here?
he
We
was
just trying to make
gonna-
Kory happy? Come on.
He's like 7 feet tall, bro. The
No.
motherfucker's nice.
I only bring that up because he's just never been healthy. So that's why in MetLife, that's important.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's
agree.
still
And
important.
again,
I'm not saying you're wrong.
you're
I'm just
100%
saying, like,
right. And they knew
even if
this
Mike
when they
Williams
picked
would
him
go
up.
down in 3 plays, beat Rogers' record and shit. I'm just saying that there's
Nobody
somebody
beating that
there to
record.
fill that spot, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just gonna be empty. Like, well, put Zach Wilson back there. Like, nah, bro. Like,
They don't even
there's
have
someone
Zach.
to fill that receiver spot. You know what I'm saying? I get like the other positions, okay, but receiver, the Jets specifically are deep. Like, they got receivers over there. They got hungry young receivers, bro.
Okay.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay. Don't shoot.
I'm just
Don't
saying.
shoot New York guys.
Nah, man.
Y'all might make me have to.
Yeah.
That's
You
what I'm
know,
talking
and
about.
like you
Come
said-
on.
Okay. Like you said, he's been injured a lot, right? Okay, well, I think Kory said that his last season that he was pretty healthy was what, like
2021.
in 2021?
2021. Yeah, but 2021 he had
1,100
no
yards.
injuries.
So when he is healthy, he's productive. That's my point.
Yeah. Okay.
You're right.
All right.
You
I
know,
just
that's
don't-
all.
you know,
Yeah,
That's
he was
all I'm saying.
productive 4 years ago. All right.
You took
Okay.
this
Anyways.
segment from us because you wanted to, shit.
Kiss
Oh yeah,
the
because I
Jets.
wasn't going to
Right
let y'all
on the
shit
Jets.
on the
Right.
Jets When I know that the Jets have been one of the most active teams in the offseason to make sure, because they know it's win now. They know that you need Rodgers to be there and be healthy to win.
Yeah.
No
You guys
question.
smell that? You guys smell that? I just smell biasm. That's all I'm smelling right now. Just biasm.
Wow.
He's just copium up in here. My God.
No, what I'm saying is that you know you need Rodgers to be healthy. So how long do you really have Rodgers? I know he's taking care of himself. He's always taken care of himself, been very healthy in what he's done. But he's 40.
A lot of weird shit.
He's 40.
No, he's not wrong. Rodgers is 40 years old, man.
Yes.
How much longer can he put his
He's
body
got
on
a
the
year,
line?
maybe 2 years
You've
tops.
seen Brady.
2 years pushing
He can't do it.
46.
We've seen Peyton Manning. Nah, he can't go that long.
Brady played till he was 46, man.
Yeah.
Brady also had an O-line.
Well, that's what
We're
they're
talking
trying to
about.
do. Brady never got hit as much as Rodgers or as injured as much as Aaron Rodgers. So now you got to compile all the injuries and everything on Rodgers that he's done over the years that he's taken. So now they have to protect him. He is the core. He's the nucleus to this team.
Yeah.
Without him, they go nowhere.
I agree with Kory, and that's saying a lot. I don't agree with Kory a lot.
Powerhouse
I
at the
do
cell.
agree with Kory
Big
on
brain
this
shit
one.
right there, Kory. I give you your props, bro. You pay attention in science class, bro. I guarantee you a lot of people watch this podcast don't even know what a nucleus is, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's depressing.
He paid attention, boy. He paid attention in school. Don't play with my son Kory, man.
Well, I tell you what, if you guys got no other attacks that I have to defend, okay? And can anybody tell me anything else? Go ahead, talk to me.
Question.
What do you got?
How long you think Aaron Rodgers is going to last this season?
I think he's going to last the whole season. I'll tell you why. I think with this O-line, the fact that they spent so much time trying to solidify it, I think they definitely got themselves a better O-line. I think this O-line is definitely better, 100% better.
Yeah, they definitely
Here's my
upgraded their
question,
O-line.
Do you think this is the head coach's last chance?
Oh, for sure. If the only reason he still has a job is because Rodgers likes him. If Rodgers wanted him out, Rodgers is the real GM of this team. If Rodgers wanted him out right now, they fire him. Okay, but especially with all the players that they've given him, like I said, they had one of the biggest off seasons this year. They've addressed everything. They addressed running back, wide receiver, the offensive line. They got Rodgers a better backup. He's got Tyrod Taylor, who is a guy who should have been starting in this league for somebody for years ago. Okay, so
you got the FSU quarterback.
Yeah, the only thing that they didn't do, was they didn't get Brock Bowers that everybody thought they were going to grab because they went ahead and they got fucking Olu. Which was another good move. Another big tackle that they needed to put in there.
What coach would you like to see after this season?
Oh, you know what?
Belichick.
Give him Belichick.
No. You know what? I actually wouldn't mind seeing
Mike Vrabel.
A Mike Vrabel would be a good choice there. That's he's somebody established. But I actually would like to see them pick up what's his face? The cornerback who used to play for them.
Revis?
Revis, thank you. Hey guys, this is Future Anthony. The guy I meant to say was Aaron Glenn, the defensive coordinator of the Detroit Lions. I don't think Rodgers is going to be there for much longer.
He just stated Aaron Rodgers is the GM.
Yeah,
so
you don't think that's the problem?
But I don't think he's going to be there for much longer.
He's going to stay there 3 more years.
Oh hell no!
That's what I'm saying.
Oh hell no!
So
oh hell no!
He'll stay as long as he can get signed.
He can control everything. You don't think that he's not going to stay there?
Don't get me wrong.
To keep him, he'll stay.
I think he'll stay as long as he's healthy enough to play. But if you're the Jets going forward, are you going to really bank into this guy? I wouldn't.
Yes.
I would say I got him for a year, 2 years tops, and then he's gone.
They've already let him take over the whole.
Bro, he got
team.
players buying him chains.
Yeah, they buying him chains. They're
Mhm.
doing all
Buying
this
him
goofy
chains.
shit.
He's going to press conferences like this right now.
Yeah, they're doing all this goofy shit for Aaron Rodgers.
They buying him
I
chains.
just want to know how you're gonna feel, because the only reason he really left the Packers is because he couldn't control them anymore.
Yes.
He left the Packers because he couldn't control them because they had Jordan Love.
No. That Jordan
You couldn't
Love
keep
one-
Jordan Love on that
Jordan
bench any
Love
longer,
one was
man.
just, oh man, I'm losing steam. I'm losing my grip. And he put up with it for a little bit, but as soon as he got the chance, he was out of there. And he
Yep.
went to a team that is gonna let him do it exactly. Alan Lazard isn't getting signed on the Jets without Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, but
Maybe,
how many years do you think the
Nathaniel
Jets are
Pack-
going to end up letting him, like, okay, LeBron, not to change the sport.
Well, I'm about
The
to say,
Lakers are doing-
Are we on an NFL podcast? What are we talking about?
Hold on. But LeBron, Lakers are doing whatever the hell he wants.
Stop it.
It's
They'll do
true.
whatever the hell he
Stop it
wants.
right
True.
now. There's a difference between 4 rings and 1.
Hear what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
And like
nice ring.
and
It's a nice ring, you have
17
to admit it.
NBA final losses.
Yeah, okay. The Lakers will do whatever LeBron wants.
If he got it
But
right
at
4
some
times,
point, he's not going to be able to deliver. And they're going to go, all right, it's time to move on. Rodgers at some point will not be able to deliver. But right now, he can. When
You gotta
healthy, he can.
You got to look at it like this. You're looking at a guy who could still play, multi-time NFL MVP, always in the top tier of quarterbacks each year when he's healthy.
and he beat Mahomes.
I said he's always in the top tier of quarterback, and I think he won NFL MVP in 2021 or something like that.
Mhm. He
Tyler,
just won
check
it
that out.
a couple seasons ago.
So
Back in that year.
if he could still produce, and you're in a win now situation, you want to win because you've been a laughing stock for a little while. Why not? Let's give the man the juice and let him make the moves that we need done. Give him the power.
Oh, he
Go
definitely has it
all
now.
out. I
He
mean,
definitely
the
has that
Rams.
power.
The Rams went all out. Why
Yeah,
not?
and
Go
you know
all
what?
out.
If you
See what
ask them,
happens. Tampa
if you
did
ask
it
any
too.
Rams fan, would they do it again? They would. They
Yeah.
got their Super Bowl.
Tampa did it too for Brady.
What Rams fan you ask?
I'm just saying
Oh.
anybody would do it. If I told you right now, if you can make a move and win right this season, you're gonna get your Super Bowl. But right after your Super Bowl, you're gonna have to rebuild. Would you do it?
No.
You're
Be
damn
honest,
right
bro.
you would.
Mo,
You're damn
be
right you
honest,
would.
dog.
Yeah.
Get Trevor
You know,
Lawrence
I
right
said-
now.
Oh,
Right
Mo,
now.
Mo,
This
Mo, Mo.
before,
You got to think it as if you're a Jet, not as you. You got to think it as a Jet. If you could give everything up to win one
Yeah.
Super
Hey,
Bowl,
when was the last time the Packers won one? Shut up.
You know what?
with Aaron Rodgers, baby, swish. Anyways,
That's the
where's your
way it is,
Cowboys in the
though.
playoffs? Sorry,
You
next.
only get one shot. If you
As
get
a
one-
Jet?
if you want to give me Eminem, lose yourself, you only get one shot. Then cool, all right. But come on, man, I prefer a dynasty or
Yes,
or
everybody
a
would.
competitive team.
Everybody would want a dynasty, but I'm saying if I told you you can go through 10 years of just going to the playoffs and not winning shit, or you can win one and then have to go into rebuild, what you gonna do?
As a Jet fan,
As anybody fan.
And not just that, just
I'm winning my
Would you
one.
go through 10 years
winning a
of
Super
not
Bowl-
winning shit, but you would be a solid team, but you ain't winning anything? Or
And
you can
also-
win one and go into rebuild. What you
winning
gonna
a
choose?
Super Bowl brings
I mean, in
more
all
revenue
honesty,
to the
I
team as
Okay.
in
well.
all honesty, I'd probably go. I'd rather do 10 years. If you would say as anybody, but I'm also as a
But
Packers
that's why you're the
fan,
trash cans.
Hey, exactly. I don't trust me. Bad decisions. Packers not that bad of
Yeah,
decisions.
me, bad
Oh,
decisions.
boy.
Yeah. But see, no, because the reason I say it, because I'm thinking as a Packers fan. That's why I'm bringing in the fans of the teams themselves. The Packers have the legacy. They have other Super Bowls. So it's a team that I know has succeeded before. I can go 10 years of a drought to get another one because we've had it. They're thinking as a Jets fan. Never even touched it. Never even tasted it. No,
I don't
They
think
have
it's.
tasted
I don't.
Super Bowl
I don't.
three.
I don't.
It's
I
been
don't.
a while,
I
but
don't-
they've been there.
Nothing. They said
Alright.
they haven't even tasted it. Haven't even tasted.
You've got to look at it. It's
You
not as
want
a,
that
Easy.
one chance.
Be easy,
It's
bro.
not as a Jets.
Remember,
As a Jets
Freaky Man
fan.
is on here.
It's
I
not
know, and
about
he's
it.
staring at me. I watched him. I saw his eyeballs. He was just like the
It's
entire time.
not.
It was weird.
It's not about being a Jets fan. New York Jets is a New York team, basically. Well,
Yep. It's
you
a
got the
totally different
Giants,
win.
you got the Rangers, you got the Knicks, you've got the Mets, you've
Yeah, the
got
Yankees. You're
the
right.
Yankees.
It's
This is
fair.
a state that likes to win.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
fair
so
point.
as
But they
fans, they're
don't
gonna
do it because they be doing stuff like this.
comb your beard and calm down.
They
They're
don't
Can you
do
trying
stop
it.
to
staring at his
win
beard?
and
Bring
do
my
what
beard up
they
all you
have to
want, but guess
do.
what? Guess what? I'm still getting DMs.
Use
I'm still
some
getting texts right
beeswax, it
now.
might
I don't
help
want
you
to
out.
hear
All
it.
right.
I don't want to hear it. I'm not trying to turn you on, Corey. Get over
I know you
yourself.
like the
Let's
lady
talk about
boys.
football, brother.
You like
How
the
about
lady
that,
boys. But I
brother?
am. I'm talking about the city, the state of New York. They like to win. So they're going to do what they have to do to win. It's been proven. Granted, the Knicks haven't done it, but I think the Knicks will eventually do what they need to do to win. We've seen the Yankees do it. The Mets have done it.
You're not wrong.
It's a process. The Giants have done it. The Rangers have done it. They're gonna do it. So
You're not wrong.
that's what
But
they're
we can't
doing.
bring baseball into here because
No. I'm not trying to bring baseball. I'm talking about the city, the
I don't
state
give a shit
of New
about the city.
York.
I'm talking about this team. This team, though, they are sitting up here. You cannot do that. You cannot do that for them and continue to. On both teams, they go all out and then wins the last Super Bowl.
For who? The
Boy, it got
Giants?
silent.
For the
Wait,
For
Giants?
New York.
what team you
For New
talking about?
York.
Oh, for New York?
Oh,
The
all
It was
last
the
Super Bowl was
Giants.
the one where
David Tyree?
when that Manning caught. Yeah,
Yeah.
Little
That's a
Tyree.
long
with the
time
Patriots.
ago, bro.
It is a long time ago.
2009, 2008.
And they've been going out. They've been going all out. They got rid of Coughlin
Maybe
because he
11?
didn't want to go all out. They
Mhm.
got rid of both teams have made moves like this before. That's all I'm saying. So you sitting there bringing up that is New York. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, they love winning. They don't do a lot of it. So I don't want to give
The
them all
Giants,
this
I think.
credit on it.
No,
Sure
but what
it's
I
the
think
Giants.
what he's trying to say, and you can tell me like if I'm wrong or not, Corey. Okay, but a win in New York is like a little bit different
It is.
2012.
than it. Okay, it's like it's the way one of my favorite players of all time was Walt Clyde Frazier, right? He used to say all the time, winning in New York made him special forever.
That's
Like,
not, yeah.
he never had to do shit else. I won that one championship. Well, he actually won two, but he's like, I won that champion. I was good.
Yeah.
I didn't have to do anything else because I won in New York.
Yeah.
Manning said that shit. He said, I won in New York. I'm good. I'm good forever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a whole different world.
Because they don't even talk about Manning crazy, even though he the reason
No.
they got that damn quarterback there right now.
Yeah, exactly.
But
but he gave us two championships. So
yeah, it's like forget it. But
Yep.
I'm not saying Corey is wrong. I just now in his point to bring up the Yankees, that's unfair. Because they can spend whatever on whoever they want. There's like
Right.
baseball's a little different.
Yeah,
I'm not-
different.
But as far as football, basketball, well, not even so much New York Knicks because they had reached a point where they wasn't paying nobody, and that was stupid. But these two football teams, they've been spending, brother.
It's more of the fan base is the reason why they're doing this. Because
Yeah, the fans
New
are
York,
hard.
yeah. So the fans want to win. And that's
they're
what
used to
that's what they're
disappointment.
trying to do. Damn. All right, let's move forward.
When was the last time the Jets were in the Super Bowl?
Let's move forward.
Super Bowl
'cause you just
III was
crushed
a very,
everything.
very, very long time.
Yeah, 69. That's my
Yo.
point. It's 1969 was the last time the Jets were in it. The
69.
last time
One of
the
my
last time
favorite
New York
numbers.
even saw the Super Bowl was in 2012. Come on, guys. What are we sitting here arguing about?
Okay.
These are facts, and I'm checking them.
All right.
I
Next
like this,
team.
Tyler, by the
I just
way.
want to say that the Jets was real close that one year with
Yeah.
Mark
With
Sanchez
Mark
leading us
Sanchez.
there.
Yeah.
Just want to say that.
The Mark
Real
Sanchez
fucking
era, they were real
Right.
close.
was
Rex
like
Ryan era.
2011 or something like that.
You're right. You're right. You're right. That was the Rex Ryan era. It's not fair to say the Mark Sanchez era. That was Rex Ryan.
Yeah, that was my son Mark Sanchez was doing his thing.
Right.
When they went 11-5,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
2010.
lost to the Pittsburgh.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Anyway, let me get on to the next team,
Just
okay?
fact checking.
Because I know they wanted to come at me, so let them come at me. I'm ready for it. I can handle that. But for the next team, I want to talk about because they went through a big change, and not necessarily for the correct reasons. The Buffalo Bills were a team last year that came on hot at the end of the season and like barnstormers. But you know what? Where are they right now? That's the question I want to answer. And that's a question for Mr. Justin. Justin, talk to me about the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, I just want to say I called the comeback. I called it. You know what I'm saying? You go back and watch the footage for the video. Yes, I have my championship ring on. Y'all motherfuckers was talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? I really had to put that shit on for y'all because it matched my shit. You know what I'm saying? This is what winners do. You know what I'm saying? Winners do shit like this, bro. All right? But I want to go back and say I called the comeback because a lot of people told me they were about to make me a video last year. For the fans who remember, they were about to make me a tribute video last year for Josh Allen. And what happened? I just want to ask you what happened. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers end up winning the title. You know what I'm saying? The AFC East title. Talk to me. Talk to me nice or don't talk to me at all.
Don't call it a comeback. They've been here for years, rocking their peers.
They went on a really crazy run at the end of the season.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to talk my shit real quick. Now I'm done talking my shit. Now let's get into the facts. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? After starting the season 6-6, right, the Buffalo Bills end up getting rid of their offensive coordinator. And in doing that, it sparked a lot of controversy and argument between me and my brothers from the Hip Podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Especially
I
me.
remember correctly, you know what I'm saying? The one who be on station head for real, you know what I'm saying, told me that they had to blame somebody.
Yeah.
And they blamed him, right? They blamed him because of Josh Allen mistakes. That's what he told me. He said they needed someone to blame because they're not going to blame their quarterback. Right. And I believe the host of the show agreed with him. You know what I'm saying? And I think the Packers lover agreed with him as well. I think Kory stood by me. I'm not sure, but I don't remember correctly, but I think Kory stood by me during this.
Right.
And I told y'all was crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna stand by my quarterback. And I meant when I said that.
Right.
Then they end up going on a 7-2 run, including the postseason, to go ahead and take the AFC East championship, the division title, become the second seed in the AFC.
And scared everybody doing it too.
And scared everybody doing that shit too. Everybody said, oh shit. What's going on? They fired the offensive coordinator. That's what the fuck they did.
Right now, I'm going to go ahead with a fact check. He's standing on business.
I'm standing on business right now.
Stand on business. That's fact.
And I want to say, I want an apology from everybody in here. Because y'all went ahead and was talking so much shit about one of the top 5 quarterbacks in this league.
Who threw for 96 yards one game.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
They all have a bad game. I'll go ahead and say it right now. My bad. You were right. You were standing on business.
He stood on business. And I'm not going to lie to you. We would have went to the Super Bowl if it wasn't for some sorry-ass kick and some sorry-ass, crybaby-ass receiver. But I'm going to get to him in a minute. I'm gonna get to him in a minute.
Them lights were bright, baby. That's why we're wearing some glasses.
It was real fucking bright. You know what I'm saying? I had to put my sunglasses on throughout all of that shit right there.
Oh, I know your pain.
Yeah. And I came here, I grabbed my camera. You know, we had the viral clip where I grabbed my camera. That's how mad I was during that shit. I hope y'all remember.
It was funny as hell, y'all.
So yeah, man. So because they fired offensive coordinator, they let Joe Brady take over. Yeah, they let Joe Brady take over. And he is now officially the offensive coordinator in this entire organization, which I'm very happy about. You know what I'm saying? He obviously knows Josh Allen very well. You know what I'm saying? What's it called? He knows Josh Allen very well, so he knows what works for Josh Allen. And then even though Josh Allen was non-existent some of those 7-2, and during that 7-2 run, he was non-existent like 2 games. You know what I'm saying? Where they ran the ball 100 times. Yeah. But, you know, his arm was tired, and he understood that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So James Cook came and did what he had to do.
Yeah.
Stepped up for his brother.
Cook
and we ended up getting to the postseason.
Helped me win regular season in the fantasy.
Yeah, there you go. See? Help you win the regular season, but you lost in the postseason, though. You know what I'm saying?
I make bad decisions.
Who, though?
Me. I make bad decisions.
just want to clarify. You know what I'm saying? I gotta remind a lot of people when
Stay
I talk about
tuned
the
for the fantasy football roundup that we're gonna do
Yeah.
in a few weeks. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry,
you know what
Justin.
I'm saying? I did go to the Super Bowl. I didn't win, but you know what I'm saying? I did go to the Super Bowl for real. Or I'll be holding the trophy right here while I talk to y'all for real. You know what I'm saying? But because of that, all right. Now I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. Clearly, we got rid of the crybaby. I mean, our star receiver. You know what I'm saying? We had sent him to Houston for a bag of chips and a 2-liter Coke. You know what I'm saying? But I had some like reflecting. You know what I'm saying? Everybody understands when you make a bad decision in life, you gotta cope with it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta sit there and make sense of it. So when they sent our star receiver in a 4th round or in a 5th round and a 6th round pick for a 2nd round pick, I'm not gonna lie, I was punching the air. I almost ripped my monitor off the mount. You know what I'm saying? I almost threw the PC out the window. You know what I'm
Easy on
saying?
that PC.
I almost set fire to every Bills memorabilia I have. But then I thought about it. You know what I'm saying? And I said, well, Stephon Diggs is getting up there in age. You know what I'm saying? He do cry a little too much. You know what I'm saying? I don't really stand for that. You know, grown ass man crying about wanting to go play for your brother or you're not touching the ball, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Went on social media a couple of times. Your brother went to go ahead and did a little, said, oh, he not happy over there. Like, he speak for you and shit. Like, you not some grown ass man. But it's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Your
And I
younger
thought
brother,
about it.
too.
Yeah, your little brother. You know what I'm saying? You not even your big brother. You had your little brother go out there and talk for you.
Yeah.
So, something told me that the Bills just turned their 2nd round draft pick this year into Keon Coleman.
From Florida State, baby.
That is a good one, though.
Who played all 12 games last year. Who caught 50 passes for about almost 700 yards, about 658. And 11 touchdowns while adding 300 yards from 25 punt returns. A stud, a complete stud, and a receiver and an absolute replacement for Stephon Diggs.
And
I
a big
thought about
man
it.
in Corey's eyes.
He's
Big
younger.
old man in Corey's eyes.
He's younger. He's taller. He's faster. He's better. Point blank, period. Saying the only thing that Stephon Diggs has
just mad
over
that
him.
you're not big.
Apparently, I'm the same as everyone else. But we're not talking about that. Go on, Justin.
Is the experience, obviously, and I say Stephon Diggs is a better route runner. I'll say that. You know what I'm saying? But in this league, what do? We keep getting younger, keep getting better, keep getting faster. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep up. The only way we're going to do that is we got to let these old heads go. Sometimes you got to let the crybaby go. You know what I'm saying? For all we know, and we're going to see the crybaby happen again because he's not going to touch the ball as much as he wants to over there in Houston. We already had that episode. We already spoke about that.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see if you're going to go play with Dallas and your brother over there because you might get traded across the town. You know what I'm saying?
But, so you're saying they pack-a-punched?
Yeah, I'm saying, at first I was upset. You know what I'm saying? Because Stephon Diggs added a lot of success to Josh Allen's career. You know what I'm saying? And most people say he made his career. You know what I'm saying? Without Stephon Diggs, a lot of people say Josh Allen wouldn't have the career he's having now. But I like to say, let's see what happens this year. Because if Josh Allen is again, and I'm gonna say this again, an MVP candidate, was a top 3 finalist last year for MVP. You know what I'm saying? If he does that again without Stephon Diggs, I think the Josh Allen disrespect needs to stop. And I'm not just talking about from the people, I'm talking about from all you motherfuckers in here. All you 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hold on. He needs to have somebody else other than Coleman to throw to first before we start talking all that shit.
Coleman is a young receiver who needs to be molded. So you got Curtis Samuel over there with him.
Which I like. I actually like Curtis Samuel.
You got Curtis Samuel, who is the similar physique as him. Similar physique, so he can train him and teach him how to move against some of these cornerbacks out here.
I bet you won't say one name.
Who's that?
I'm waiting on him. Go ahead, finish your little receiving core. Finish your little receiving core.
My receiver. I got Curtis Samuel. I got Keenan. I got
say that name.
Keon Williams. I got Khalid over there. I got Knox over there. Oh. And I'm missing one.
You are.
Claypool. Talking about Claypool?
Exactly. Claypool. I bet you won't name that one.
No, I ain't gonna talk about him. You know what I'm saying? He's been around, but he's
because wasn't that the guy we was talking about last year?
Forgot about him for a reason.
Wait to see what happens with Claypool. I never heard him all season.
Same reason why you ain't mentioned Lazard. Same reason. You know what I'm saying? We just
if you could fumble being number 3 in Miami, I don't want to hear about you in Buffalo.
But I didn't mention him. Y'all mentioned him. You know what I'm saying?
No. I knew you wasn't gonna name him though because you're not confident in that. So
hell no. I let him be. He gonna be a decoy. You know what I'm saying? Run cardio.
Decoy. I don't think anybody's waiting for him.
Damn.
That ain't no decoy. We see you, brother. How you doing?
Keep running down the field. Keep going.
See you, brother. Yo, all right. So now, that was the offense because there's not a lot of changes. Obviously, they made adjustments to the offensive linemen. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, the Bills have been real quiet this offseason. Adjusting their offensive coordinator, the quarterback situation, receiver situation. James Cook is coming back again. So now you look at
James Cook.
You look at the defensive side of the ball where we had a lot of injuries last year, which I think was the beginning of the fall to the mountain. You know what I'm saying? Where you had Matt Milano go down. You had Von Miller take a seat back. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you lost Trey White. But yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's that dog in them. You hear it. You got the dog in them.
Even Tank agrees with you.
And so because they coming back, they had to them know he was coming back for them. Yeah. So obviously everyone's returning from injury. The only one who has not been updated is Trey White. Trey White is no update. I try to find any update on Trey White. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about him. I think he's still in Cancun. You know what I'm saying? He probably got his foot up because that ACL, MCL, wherever he tore, I don't know what's going on with him. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully having the big hitters come back brings this defense back to originally what it was, where we can compete in the AFC East, obviously with the star offenses in the Dolphins and the new Jets. Hopefully the Jets is still the Jets, you know what I'm saying? But they're looking to take their 5th title since I believe they took their 4th consecutive title.
Didn't they lose a bunch of their defense?
Tre'Davious White is currently gone. A cornerback on the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah,
he's gone. So I'm out to holler.
They lost a lot of their defense. If I'm not mistaken, I think they lost Poyer, who was a stud too.
They released Poyer, but you know what I'm saying? They released Poyer because he was ass. So they released
what?
him.
Oh, you talk about Poyer was a stud.
Nah, they released him.
No, man, you're not paying attention to your team.
Nah, I was paying attention because they released him for cap space, obviously. But I'm gonna say it was because he was trash. I know why they released him. I'm gonna say he was trash, but they released him for cap space.
No. I like the honesty.
I'm real honest.
He's like, it doesn't matter why they released him. He's the ops.
Listen, bro. Yeah. I'll tell you a joke, but I never tell you a lie, my brother.
Yeah.
Remember that. You know what I'm saying?
All right, what are you gonna do? Okay, let me ask a question. Because last year, James Cook, he had greatness last year. He had plenty of games where he looked fantastic.
Yeah, he did.
But I think a lot of teams took him light.
Yeah.
Being the fact that he is going to be the Buffalo Bills' complete offense because they really don't have a lot more going on around him. Do you think he can repeat that performance, or do you think he will, like, they got tape. They know what you are. No one's taking you lightly. Is he going to be able to put those type of numbers up again?
Yes, and I'll tell you why. I just told you about the Josh Allen disrespect, and there you go disrespecting my mans again. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I told y'all, Josh Allen will make the offense great again. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all keep this the disrespect that's coming to my mans right now. I'm gonna need y'all to chill on that. James Cook was amazing because of the
great last year.
Josh Allen. Right, because of the threat of Josh Allen and because they underestimated James Cook. You know what I'm saying? His ability to make cuts, his ability to hold, his ability just to outrun you, point blank, period. Now, if you telling me you're gonna shift your entire focus to James Cook, you don't think that Josh Allen, who is considered a top 5 quarterback in his league, to not do what he do against you, to just an MVP candidate, you're telling me he's not non-factor when he just got a replacement for his star receiver? Right, and he got both his tight ends coming back this year when he lost one last year. You know how much he loved to throw his tight ends. It's double tight end set all year.
But did he replace his star wide receiver? He has Keon Coleman. I like Coleman. Let me get this.
I
Let
know
me
you
make
do.
this sure I make this clear.
Yeah,
I like Coleman a lot. A lot. I think really high on this guy. Okay. I only started liking him even more during the press conferences because he's so real. He's so real. Not only is he talented, but he genuinely is just a good dude, bro. So I really like this guy. But is he really a true replacement for Diggs in where Diggs was already in his career? Diggs at the beginning of the season, Diggs was leading the league, even though they weren't winning that many games. That's how nasty Diggs was. So that's what I'm saying. You take him off this team. I know he's a headache. I would have got rid of him too. But can you say Coleman is a true replacement for him?
I don't think he was drafted as a replacement, brother.
Nah.
For real, to be honest with you, I think he was drafted as somebody. I mean, he's going to be a different player. He's going to be a different receiver.
Yeah.
Diggs is 6 foot. Coleman is not 6 foot.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
I think he's going to be his own receiver.
Yeah.
Personally.
The receiving
wanna-
core
I
for the
wanna-
Buffalo Bills have large shoes to fill. Let's just be honest, because Diggs has been doing this since his Minnesota days, since he's came into the NFL. So we can't say somebody's there to replace Diggs till they prove that they can do what he does or what he did for that team.
Agreed.
So they have pieces, and they're basically gonna go out and see what they can do. It's gonna be a new look offense, in my opinion. So we're gonna see a total different Josh Allen this season than last season.
Yeah.
Because last season you had Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs. This season, your tight ends are notable tight ends, and those are the two best weapons right now that you have as passing options.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a
Those are the ones
different
we know.
look that we know. I'm not saying that the other guys can't
Yeah.
step up and take the torch and keep it going, but we just got to go with what we know.
Yeah. And that's what I think. I think this team is going to be a very run heavy offense in the beginning until they establish who's going to be that next target. For all I know, that Coleman might already be getting on target with Josh. They might be feeling each other already, and they,
I don't think
that happens.
My
I don't
thing
think they'll be hurt.
I think they're going to run a lot of play action.
My thing about the whole
read
thing
option.
is that when we talk about receivers, right? When we talk about receivers and filling the void of former receivers and new receivers and everything like that, you got to understand that the receivers don't throw themselves the ball. You know what I'm saying? The quarterback gets the ball to the receivers, right? We said this last year, not to bring up the Houston Texans again, but we mentioned how CJ Stroud had a bunch of nobodies on his team. Nikon Coleman was on the fall of his career. He really wasn't a top tier receiver anymore. Nobody was scared about Nikon Coleman. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knew who Tank Dell was. Nobody knew who these guys was. CJ Stroud made these guys who they are. Made these guys threats. Made these guys like, damn, bro, these people are nice. We might have these. He got these guys picked up in fantasy leagues. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? This is what quarterbacks do for receivers. So Stephon Diggs leaving, right? But Stephon Diggs wouldn't be Stephon Diggs without Josh Allen getting the ball. He'd just be out there running cardio like how Gabe Davis was doing majority of the year, all year long.
He put up numbers though.
He put up numbers on long balls. You know what I'm saying? We already did this when we talked about this shit last year. That we said like it's like DK Metcalf. We talk about DK Metcalf being like y'all say DK Metcalf is a top receiver, but a lot of DK Metcalf's receptions are from 99 yards out. You know what I'm saying? That's a bomb. He's out running you. That's all he's doing. He's out running.
But
Same thing Diggs is doing.
The thing is, Diggs is proven. Because remember, like I said, he was in Minnesota. He was putting up 1,000 yards a season. He comes over to Buffalo. He's putting up 1,000 yards a season. Quarterbacks do make receivers, but receivers also do make quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Josh Allen was made by Stephon Diggs.
So we're not saying that they can't be a Texan story. I'm not saying that. I'm saying we got to see it because we know who they have right now are the two tight ends, but we got to see it come this next season.
And you know something else? What's never added when we say that, he was made by Stephon Diggs is who was he throwing to before Stephon Diggs?
Agreed.
So,
How long was Josh
I'm
Allen?
always gonna clown y'all, but to keep it real, he wasn't throwing to nobody before Stephon.
He wasn't throwing nobody crazy, but it's also how much time he had in the league prior to Stephon Diggs getting there.
Yeah.
So I want y'all to understand that too, is that no rookie quarterback comes in the league first year, other than CJ Stroud. These are talking about like rare occasions they come out and be a superstar off the rip, considering top 5 arguments, considering top 3 MVP candidates.
Ben Roethlisberger.
The next CJ Stroud mention, I'm gonna keep it a buck because I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. All right.
Just say it, bro.
Purdy.
You gotta give quarterbacks time to develop. You know what I'm saying? Trevor Lawrence, you know what I'm saying, not to bring up your team and shit, but just Trevor Lawrence wasn't Trevor Lawrence in his first 2 seasons.
No, his first season.
That was his coaching situation.
He's only been in 3. That's what nobody remembers.
Yeah, that was his coaching situation.
You know what I'm saying? Lamar Jackson was a fucking receiver before he became a quarterback. Like, I don't want to hear nothing about this
shit. He was backup.
You know what I'm saying? Jordan Love sat down for 5 years before he fucking gets a start. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. Like, these guys.
Geno Smith was butt cheeks on every other team he was on until he got to the Seahawks.
Jaw broken in the Jets. He was over there getting his jaw broken in the Jets locker room and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Shouldn't be owing nobody no money.
You know what I'm saying? Like, quarterbacks need time to develop. So once you get, but I feel like a lot of that love was taken away from Josh Allen because Stephon Diggs got there and he didn't get to show he could do it without him. You know what I'm saying? So this is the first test, and now this is an MVP candidate for multiple years. It's not just a 1 year thing. Multiple year MVP candidate, top 5 quarterback in the league every year. Let's see what he does without the star receiver that was there.
I'm gonna say something before the season starts. Y'all can
clip it.
You can do whatever you want. I think Keon Coleman is more Gabe Davis than Stephon Diggs' replacement.
That would be a good thing for Josh.
Clip it.
That would be a very good thing for Josh. I think that Gabe Davis was at one point last season more valuable to him than Diggs.
The end.
Keon Coleman. I just don't think. I think everybody expects that out of Keon Coleman. I think he will be more of a Gabe Davis replacement than a Stephon Diggs replacement. I think people kind of underappreciate Gabe Davis sometimes.
Yeah, I like Gabe Davis. I think that he is one of the unsung heroes of their rushing game because not only does he make the safety stay back, but also he blocks.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too. That's like some of these wide receivers forget that just because you're not getting the ball does not mean you are out of this play. You still need to keep your block.
Stephon Diggs routed you the fuck up.
Yeah.
He routed you the fuck up. Gabe Davis might run through you. He might route you up, but you knew where he was going. You knew he was trying to end up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Keon Coleman is supposed to route you the fuck up. So that's all I'm saying. I'm saying it before the season. Clip it.
I ain't saying nothing, bro. I'm gonna let you live.
Clip it. Clip it.
All right.
6'4". He supposed to be Stephon Diggs? No.
The question is, are they going to have somebody try to pick up that role for Diggs, or are they just going to roll with it? Just
it's going to be a different offense.
Totally different. And that's what I think is going to be interesting to see. All right. With that, we got one last team to talk about. And it's the team that was probably one of the most dynamic offenses throughout all of the NFL last season. And they, how do I put this? They got an offense, boy. They got an offense. They a very different type team. So, Mo, hit me up. Talk to me about this Miami Dolphin team. Talk to me. What can we expect this year?
More of the same to me. But let's talk about the moves first. Moves. In the draft, they got Chop Robinson, who's a top 20 prospect, 20% win rate when he was at Penn State. First team All Big Ten. All that sounds really sexy. Whatever. Y'all know I like Chop Robinson. Adding to that, we'll see what he does against the pros who study you.
So you said the man was sexy and you like him.
I did not say that, but
Yeah, you
off
sure
mic.
did.
Anyway.
Mm.
And then also they got Patrick Paul, who is offensive tackle, 6'7", 331 pounds.
Damn.
He was number 17 ranked at his position. So we'll see how he does. So they're trying to do things for that offensive line because there were times where Tua didn't have enough time to get it to Tyreek. And we all know where he was going. He just didn't have time to get it to him. And with him losing a lot of weight, you don't want nobody to hit him. So you're gonna need somebody to protect him. See? Then they also do. I'm only gonna name a few of the draft picks. I only got 2 more, but like this one I like. But I don't understand something. Jalen Wright, which is running back from Tennessee, he's the number 2 ranked running back in that draft class. Number 2. Why? Because you got Mostert. You got the other one that took over after Mostert. That was Achane that was setting the league on fire. So now you have, and this is another speedy receiver. I mean, not receiver, speedy running back because he runs a 4.38.
Tyler, how long is Mostert's contract for, and how
He
old
got
is he?
extended for 2 years.
He got an extension.
Yeah, he got an extension. Yeah, for 2 years.
Yeah, but weren't they both injured for significant time last season? Maybe that's the reason why they figured.
No,
let
that
me
was
bring somebody in.
Achan. That was Achan.
Mostert agreed terms on a 2-year deal.
Mostert played the whole year.
New 2-year deal.
2-year deal.
How old is he?
He is.
It's got to be about
32.
30. Yeah, 32.
So that's the number 2 running back in the whole draft, okay? But let's keep rocking. Then they got another edge in Muhammad Kamara, who had 13 sacks at Colorado State. We'll see if he can make that translate over to the pros. But let's just get to the other signings, the pro signings. You went and got the vet, Calais Campbell. We know what he do, but you got him for 1 year. You extended Jalen Waddle. You get OBJ for 1 year. You released Xavier Howard. Then you signed Jonnu Smith, who was a pretty good tight end for Atlanta last year. You signed him for 2 years. You get Shaq Barrett, which upgrades their defense. You get him for 1 year. We already mentioned Mostert got the 2-year extension. But that defense is going to look different because you get Anthony Weaver, who was a Ravens assistant coach, and their D-line coach. You replace with Weaver because you released Vic Fangio.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know what Miami is going to look like this year. We can sit up there and say that maybe they'll resemble the Ravens defense last year because they do have the secondary to do it. You got Jalen Ramsey. You got I forget the person they drafted last year. He just got hurt. But
was that Fuller?
Miami, huh?
Was that Fuller?
No, I don't think his name Fuller. I don't think it's Fuller, but no, I think Miami it'll be more the same. Like I opened this thing up with. It'll be more the same. They'll look good, they'll score a lot of points. I think they'll fold in the important moments, the lights. The lights
shine bright.
Miami's biggest problem last season was getting pressure on quarterbacks. They couldn't beat any team that was over 500. That's number 2. Now, as far as you saying they're going to look like the Ravens, I don't think so.
No.
Secondary.
I hope you didn't take that as me saying that they were going to be as good as the Ravens.
No.
Yeah.
But I don't. Ramsey is really the only piece. Xavier Howard was another great addition to that defense, and for him to not be there is going to hurt them tremendously to try and rely on this kid who's going to be brand new. But I think they do by going out and grabbing Chop Robinson. I think they get Bradley Chubb back too, because remember he got injured. They're going to have a better looking defense to get more pressure on the quarterbacks, and I think that's what they really went for. So maybe Miami can win the big games this season coming in. I don't think adding Odell Beckham was the key.
For what?
It wasn't.
I was about to ask the same question. How does that help you?
It wasn't.
I think they're just trying to get people in more one-on-one scenarios. That's really it. That's all it is.
The person I was talking about was Cam Smith. Cam Smith was drafted last year, and the cornerback that I was talking about, he was drafted last year, but I think he got hurt or whatever. But I'm not saying that they're gonna be. I think the scheme change will happen and be better because Vic Fangio wasn't using Jalen Ramsey the way he probably should have. So I think you get Anthony Weaver in there, who I think the only thing I think is going to resemble the Ravens defense is the man-to-man coverage. They'll go more man this year, but it's hard for you to go more man this year if Cam Smith ain't ready because you don't have. Jalen can't cover everybody, and so I think we're gonna have to just wait and see. Because I don't know how Anthony Weaver is going to play this defense. But I know that line, that defensive line on paper is supposed to look really good. They still haven't signed Tua. So I don't know how that's going to play out. He's lost a lot of weight. I hope that line can protect him because
they better. They better.
I don't want him throwing up crip or blood. So that's how I feel about the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think the offense is when it's clicking, they're good. They're damn good. But you got to be able to keep Tua upright. And I think
Tua also has to look to his left.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a little scary for me because I didn't think that they made any major improvements to the offensive line. And I know he lost weight because he's thinking he's going to be quicker. But he gained the weight because he was so fragile in the first place. So now you lost the weight and you're making yourself going back to fragile. I preferred you the way he played last season. I thought last season was one of his best seasons. Why would you mess with that?
Last season, he forgot he had Waddle on the other side.
Yeah, but
that was my thing.
He still played well without throwing to Waddle. You're correct, but he still played well. He probably had one of the best seasons he's ever had.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's like, why would you change that? Why would you mess with that?
I gotta stand on business with my guys. Where my stuff at? I need my glasses.
I just hope this offense actually can beat playoff teams. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what last year's problem was. Last year's problem was this was a scary defense in the first half. Then I'm just gonna outscore you. That's what it became. And then now it's become, damn, bro, they a playoff team, so I don't know, we might lose mentality. That's how it was. And I just didn't like that for a team that has so much hype, from the team that gets so much praise, for the team that everybody's talking about, to the receiver who's getting all the yards, to the Instagram, the media coverage, all that bullshit, and you can't beat the LA Rams in a home game. You can't beat the Buffalo Bills at a home game. Like, you know what I'm saying? That you had the title in your hands, yet you lost it to my Buffalo Bills, which is
But
crazy.
you know what bothered me the most though? You know what bothered me the most? The person that was supposed to be the big dog on the offense, you get shut down.
Yeah.
In the count. In a place that you're familiar with. Because we can't sit up there and act like it was Jalen Waddle who got
no.
It wasn't Jalen Waddle.
No.
It was Tyreek.
It was Tariq who was trying to get 2,000 yards.
Yeah, you got shut down in Kansas City, where you came from. You used to that cold. Why did you get shut down so hard?
Yeah,
you know how you play. Like I said, they back there playing. I said last year, They play backyard football over there at Miami.
Mhm.
That means that when they get in the little huddle and shit, they're not calling a play. They grabbing the football, they turning it upside down with the laces on the bottom, and they say you're gonna run this route. And then when you get open, I'm gonna throw you the ball. Nah, man, come on, though. It's not
And
how
then
it works.
if you remember, they was openly saying that
Yeah.
sometimes he was running the wrong routes.
He's running.
Yeah.
He's just getting open. That's all he's doing.
He's fast
looking-
enough to
Yeah.
recorrect.
So
And
they
just
go
can't
get
do
the
that
ball.
this year.
Not
can't
even
do
just
that
to
this
say
year.
that they had two dynamic running backs, especially with Achane bursting on the scene with like a couple 200-yard games and Mostert picking up steam after the Achane injury. It's kind of pitiful when you fall apart like that and you can't win these games with an offense like that.
I like that word,
know.
but that's a good way of putting it.
You know,
That they
they're
fell
running the
apart.
Mike D'Antoni
It's
offense
very
over there.
Oh,
Mhm.
basketball reference for y'all who don't know.
Yeah, but they need. I just hope that this is actually going to be a team where is actually going to be a threat. Because every time we talked about we can go back and watch the footage from the previous podcast. Every time they played a playoff team, we said the Dolphins are going to lose. And what did they do? They went in there. They were up by 30 at halftime, and then losing the game. You don't know how, you don't know why, but it's just something that goes on when they play good teams. They can't perform.
And he
Mhm.
put up 70 against Denver.
Yeah, you win them 70 against
70.
Denver, but then go ahead and lose to the Raiders the next. Come on, man. Like, let's just.
Wait,
Hey,
let me ask
Mike
you a question.
McDaniel,
Do
Mike
you think
McDaniel.
there's any talks about this coach if he doesn't produce or they don't improve that you may see his reign come to an end?
I don't think so. This
No,
coach
I
is
don't think
so
he's going
every-
nowhere. But Mike McDaniel, you have no excuse, brother.
Bro, you
You
know what's
have
crazy?
no excuse, brother. You should not be losing to
And he's right.
nobody like that.
Mhm.
He's absolutely right. But because he's so likable,
Yes,
I'm saying by the media and by the locker room and everything like that,
and
he's
social media.
nowhere.
You got to add social media because
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. By
is
the
trying to
media,
pay attention to social media.
they love
for some
him. They
reason.
love, bro.
Yeah.
Mike McDaniel get more coverage than Tyreek Hill sometimes.
Yes.
He's a
And
weirdo.
It's crazy, but because
But he's lovable.
Yeah.
he's so lovable, he's not going to lose his job. He would not lose his job. He could be the worst coach in the league. He will still keep his job because he's so likable, bro.
You know, it's funny because he's one of the new coaches. He's of those new style
The new
coaches.
next wave, yeah.
He's a
But-
young coach.
But when you really think about it, right? One of the guys who drawing a blank on the guy's name, the guy from the Rams. Give me his name.
Oh, Sean McVay.
Sean McVay.
Come on, man.
That's
Weird.
he's on the new one, but he's still a throwback to the old style, how they
Yeah.
always were, right? So even though he's one of the young ones, the way he approaches everything is of the old ways. McDaniel's so different. McDaniel's got his own thing going on, man. Everything about him is different. I mean, he's
But
wearing
it ain't
off-whites on the sideline.
Yeah, if
Bro,
it was somebody else, they would be fired, bro.
It's from
Yeah.
the way he dresses, it's from the way he talks to his players, the way he coaches, to the way he even addresses the media. You know what I'm saying? He talks to them like a Gen Z. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, he's
coming
very
from
Gen Z.
very
That's
Gen Z.
exactly
He's
how I
very-
want to say it.
media. He's very new style, new school.
Yes.
And because of that, he will not lose his job if he is the worst coach in the NFL just because he is likable.
Yep.
Mm.
And it's the sad truth, but it's the truth. He is not in danger of losing his job. This team can go 0-17. He will not lose his job.
You know what's crazy? I can't say you wrong. I really can't honestly
Absolutely
say
right.
you're wrong on that.
He got
He
babies.
will not lose his job. Because
He got
guess what?
babies.
After every
He got
loss,
babies
he's gonna go in.
dressed up after him.
After
Yeah.
every loss, he's gonna go into the press conference and be like, "Well, we tried." You know what I'm saying? But it's all right because we got the next one. Like he's gonna be like kind of coach, and he's gonna be like, "Don't worry, because we're gonna get Tyreek the ball." Come on, man. Let's just be for real. Like, bro, he is so likable, so likable. A scandal can come out, and they're gonna be like, "Nah, he do it." You know what I'm saying? Like that's how likable this coach is, bro.
Yeah.
Like he's not losing his job. This team go 0-17. He won't lose his job.
Gotcha. All right. So with that, guys, let me ask you a question. Who wins this division this year?
This is a real good one.
Because like I said in the beginning, this is one of those divisions because you got a couple teams that are very close.
Well, only 3.
Yes. But that, it is what it is. But you got a couple teams. And there's arguments to be made on a couple of these teams. So with that said, who wins this year, this division? I'll start with you, Justin.
If I'm gonna be real honest, who has the best chance to win the division? It's gonna have to be Miami Dolphins, bro. Best chance is theirs to lose right now.
Okay. Kory?
I would go with the Dolphins as well.
All right. Tyler, I know you're fact checking today, but I'm just going to bring you in just because you've been listening.
Been listening. A lot of good points are being made. In honesty, I would say the Dolphins, but I think I'm going to bank on Buffalo.
Okay.
I think I'm going to bank on them. Miami has the firepower, but they don't have the ice factor. That's how I see it. I think Buffalo might be able to do it again.
I like Drunk Tyler.
Yeah, me too. Mo?
If only my wife liked it.
Man, you know, I'm different from everybody. Actually,
You saying the Patriots?
This motherfucker's gonna say the
Please,
Jets.
the Jets.
My fucking mind, dog.
Yeah, after reaming Anthony, he's gonna say the Jets.
Hey man, let him talk if he gonna say something. Because remember, he playing that poker face right now. So let him do what he gotta do.
listen, man. Psych! I'm going to Dolphins. I'm going to Dolphins. I'm going to Dolphins, yo. But I don't. We just talking about them winning the division. I think the Dolphins will win the division. I don't think they're gonna do much more.
I got you. Well, you know I'm gonna go with the Jets. I still think the Jets are
Holy
gonna do
shit.
it. I think
The
the
old
Jets are
man
gonna win
picks
this
the old
division.
team.
This division. I didn't say they were gonna do anything after this. This might be a one round
One and
one
done?
exit. Round one exit.
Grand
But-
opening, grand closing.
Yeah, grand opening, grand closing. But when I look at this division, first off, the Jets have a very easy schedule because of last year's record. They don't have a tough schedule. Secondly, okay, they are a much more improved team. If Rodgers is playing, if they don't have any major injuries, but that could be said about any team, okay, because if Hill goes down, the Dolphins are in trouble. Okay, so if they don't have any major injuries, I think when you stack all the teams up, okay, I'm going to put it on and I'm going to say the Dolphins would be the number 2. The Bills would be number 3. The Patriots would be dead last, but the Jets would actually win this division. Just this division.
You know,
And I think it's going to be close, by the way. I don't think they're going to run away with shit. I think the Dolphins and the Bills are going to be right there.
Miami has from just based off the rank, based off what this says, looks like Miami has probably the easiest schedule out of the whole division. Miami is sitting with at 24th out of the 32, with the lowest being the easiest.
Yeah.
So and let's see, and the Jets are sitting at 14.
Well, the reason why I say that is because Miami, what they're factoring in is the record from last season. And the record from last season would say that they have 2 easy games against the Jets. But that's not going to be an easy game. First off, it's a rivalry game. So number 1, there ain't no such thing as an easy game when you have a rivalry game. That's 1. Number 2, they didn't have to deal with Rodgers last year. They're going to have to deal with Rodgers this year.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay. So
it's a broken foot, bad shoulder, bad hip, bad elbow, bad knees.
well,
whatever.
I'm gonna stop from talking about Rodgers because I'm gonna look like a hater. And then we got the season coming up. I got plenty of time to cook his ass.
I don't hate Rodgers. I don't hate him. He's just old and beat up.
No, I don't hate him. I don't hate him
That's the
either,
problem. He's an old man that got beat up for too long.
You went to the worst old line. All right. Yeah, I got plenty.
Yeah, there's plenty of things to talk about, but you know what? Like I said, they are an improved team. So
and I like to cook.
So, okay. So for all y'all out there who are paying attention, according to the From the Hip podcast crew, money banks on it that the Dolphins win this thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to play lone wolf out there, and I'm going to say the Jets. Now, mind you, this is recorded. So you said the Dolphins? Oh, no, he said the Bills.
That's
said
not the
Bills.
Bills.
You're right.
What the
You're right.
fuck?
You're right.
Yeah, Tyler said the Bills.
He did say
Everybody
the
else
Bills.
said the Dolphins.
He did.
Fucking
So
ignored on this, man. I'm just
okay,
'cause
so
I'm
we
fact
both
checking.
went lone
Useless.
wolf on you. Okay, but at the end of the season, when the Jets win the division, I'll play back. I'll play this back for Mo. Don't worry, I got him.
All right.
I got
No,
him.
you can't just play it back for me. It's for
No, I
Justin,
got to play
it's
it back for you,
Kory.
player.
It's for Justin, it's for Kory. It ain't just me.
So
Who are we
with
covering next? Tell the crowd that.
well, I was gonna get to that. You're jumping ahead on me now. You're jumping ahead on me. Okay. So please join us next week when we discuss the home of last season's Super Bowl champs, the AFC West. Don't miss out on any major information and analysis. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, y'all. Stay up to date with us. Guys, let me give you a chance to give you your parting shots. Let me start with Justin. Justin, you got anything to say to everybody?
Man, you know what I'm saying? Great episode, bro. I was gonna say I appreciate every single one of y'all taking the time out of y'all day. Come out here and talk football with us. You know what I'm saying? We a brotherhood, we a family, you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe on the From the Hip podcast channel, on YouTube, on Spotify, on Apple Music, or wherever else we upload these audio clips and video clips. Subscribe to the Twitch, man. You know what I'm saying? At Boogie CTV. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be Boogie_CTV on Twitch. Same thing on Instagram and TikTok as well. Follow. Go ahead, drop a subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Donate to your boy. You know, we'll be going live every weekend until I make this a full-time thing. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, man, that's really all I got, man. And remember, chill on the disrespect of my boy, all right? I will spin the block any day of the week for him. You know what I'm saying? Just remember that.
Hey, Kory, let me give you your chance. What you got for me?
Like, comment, subscribe, share. Thank everybody. Thank you all. Just stick with us. It's going to be, I think this season is going to be an interesting season coming up after all the changes and this heavy quarterback draft class. I'm so looking forward to what we're going to see next season. And I just want to thank y'all, especially Mo.
Oh, boy,
That's for
here
you,
we go
brother.
again. Hey, Tyler, anything you want to say to everybody out there? Is there anything you want to plug?
I mean, you know, we've all been saying the same thing over and over. I mean, Kory, that was nice, but you added no energy to your outro, so I'm going to tell you to tighten up on that because you got to put some zhuzh in it, baby. So this is what you do. Everyone said it: like, share, subscribe. We've all heard it. Not only that, have your family come over, force them to watch this. You lock the doors. You do not let them leave. Make them watch this show. If they
Tyler,
don't know
that's
what
considered
football is,
kidnapping.
Kory, listen, I'm talking. We let you
That's
talk.
considered
You gotta
kidnapping.
let Papa Spank Daddy do his thing.
Yeah.
You got to have your friends come over, your family come over. You got to lock the doors. You got to put this on, and you got to make them watch it. When they go, "What is NFL?" You just say, "Shut up and watch." We got to get the views up because you guys are liking, you're subscribing, but we got to get people addicted to it. Okay, we're going to be your little line of you know what that people are going to need every week when they're coming to watch this.
And feel free to comment, by the way, because I promise you, these guys here, they will talk shit right back to you. So if you got something to say,
motherfucking
by all
Right
means,
there.
get them.
Right there, exactly.
You
That's
got
what I'm
something
talking
to say to
about.
Mo? Bring it to Mo because he has
Right
no
on the
problem.
ad,
He has no
Leave.
problem clapping back.
Comment your questions. Comment your concerns. Comment about what you think's going on with the world for all we care, because we might call you stupid at the end of it because it's an NFL podcast, not a world podcast.
And
But
tell
everyone,
me-
please.
And tell me y'all don't like this version of Tyler a lot better than
Tyler.
All I'm
Drunk
saying is,
Tyler.
like I said, they've all said it. Like, share, subscribe, comment, share, force people to watch. Whatever. Go in the Apple Store and put this on every single computer up in there. Put it on every iPhone. Go to YouTube and just go ahead and just start playing it. But everyone, appreciate.
We're gonna make sure Tyler drink before every episode.
Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate everyone who's watching.
We gotta be
Appreciate everyone
cool.
in here. You know, like Justice said, we're a family.
Yeah.
We're bonded. We're like this. We're not letting go because we're keeping it from the hip.
10-4. Mo, plug it. Where you gonna be on?
I'm not doing station head today. I'm going to go drink. But listen. I like how everybody is telling y'all we're a family. We only have to tell you that because Kory likes to attack me. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
You attack me.
Shut the
Kory,
fuck
he's
up.
talking.
Get the fuck up right now. But anyway, anyway, we back. Hey, From the Hip podcast, like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, all that stuff is sexy. But continue. I agree with Tyler. Kidnap your family. Do all of that. Then once you kidnap your family, make them watch Twitch. Boogie CTV. Boogie_CTV on Twitch. All right. I need y'all to watch that. I don't know what Anthony's gaming channel is called.
It's A-Rod 544.
Good job. There you go. All right.
Original.
But listen, man, we here. In my parting shot, I don't have no parting shot. I don't have to have one. Keep watching this. We're gonna keep giving you more. You heard, or giving you more. But anyway, we here.
Wow, bro.
We here.
Gotcha.
You heard? You heard?
Tight shit.
From the Hip podcast. Let's go.
I got you. See, this is
Take us out, Anthony. Come on. Take it out.
This is the reason I hang out with these guys. Come on now. I want to thank you fellas for showing up today. Okay? To make sure that you educate and entertain our viewers. I look forward to seeing all of you next week. And to all the wonderful folks at home, please remember, always, let's keep it football and let's keep it from the hip. Thanks for watching, everybody.
We're the nucleus. Y'all are the protons and electrons. Come on.
All right.